Right, okay. Today, students in English medium mathematics lessons in the GCO level local syllabus. Now we are talking about the equation lesson, right? Equations. So this part I discuss quadratic equation, right? So while we discuss how to solve quadratic equation by using the completing square method, right now this part I am going to explain how to solve quadratic equation by completing the square method, right? Right, so when you go to the completing square method, so I like to explain some important one, right? So important one is when you apply this completing square method to solve quadratic equation. So quadratic equation should be some easy form, right? So if the quadratic equation is in that form, it is easy to apply the completing square method, right? So means this is the easy order. What is easy order? You can see here the coefficient of x square, right? So that is number term in front of the x square term, so that should be 1. That should be 1. Another condition is the coefficient of x, this number should be divisible by 2, right? So if it is divisible by 2, so then it is easy to apply the completing square method, right? So one condition is what? Coefficient of x square should be 1 and coefficient of x should be divisible by 2, right? So in the general form of the quadratic equation, that means what is coefficient of x square here? A should be 1, right? And coefficient of x, b, should be divisible by 2, right? So in that case it is easy to apply completing square method, and other cases also can apply, but solving is somewhat difficult. Okay, now let's discuss with the example, student. So you can see here, this is my first example, right? X square plus 4x minus 5 equals 0, right? Now I am going to apply completing square method, right? So to apply completing square method, the quadratic equation should be this form. What is coefficient of x square? That means number in front of the x square should be 1. If it is not 1, you have to divide by that number, right? So now here 1, right? So if the equation is in that form, first step you have to do is remove this constant number, right? Remove this constant number. How? Here negative 5, that means you can add both side 5, right? So then it become x square plus 4x equal 5. Negative 5 into this side, positive 5, right? So then next step is, right, you have to do some steps here, right? Step is you have to add number here, right? See here, x square plus 4x, this there, you have to add number here, right? So same number you have to add to the right side also. How to select what is the addition number, right? So these are the steps. Take this number, right? What is the number? Coefficient of x, that means number in front of x with sign, right? Later here, so this is the number positive 4. This step you have to do, right? So that number divide by 2, then positive 4 divide by 2, then you get positive 2, right? So then take this number, square of this number, what is square? 2 square, 2 into 2, that is positive 4, right? What are the step? Take the number here with sign, divide by 2, take square. Small step, right? this is the number you have to add, right? So this is the number you have to add, right? So this part you have to done in a separate paper, right? So then you can add this positive 4 here, left side also and right side also. Now left hand side become x square plus 4x plus 4, right hand side 5 plus 4 is, that is number 9, right? Then this here 3 terms, right? So in this terms, 3 terms, what is you can do, you can write perfect square. How? X square is there, that means x should be here. 4 is there, that means 2 is there, right? You have to write these 3 terms as a perfect square. See, x plus 2 square, this is a perfect square. Expand, first term is square, x is square. Product of 2 term, x into 2, positive 2x. Multiply by 2, positive 4x. Then plus 2 is square, positive 4, right? So this is you have to do. Right side is 9. Now then this next step is, student, take the square root. Both side is square root. This side is square root and this side is square root. What happened to square? If you take the square root of this side, x plus 2 is square. Square vanish. X plus 2. Right hand side 9 is square root 9. But positive or negative, that has two values. Right? If you take square root of number that has positive and negative value, right? Square root is non-value, right? Square root 9 is non-value, right? We can write x plus 2 here, plus or minus square root 9 is 3. Now x has two solutions. What are the two solutions? Here if you take positive 3, one answer. If you take negative 3, another answer, right? X plus 2 equal positive 2. I take positive 3, right? Then x plus 2 equal, right? Or x plus 2 equal, I take negative 3. Can you get? X plus 2 equal positive 3 or x plus 2 equal negative 3, right? These two small simple equation. X added 2, remove 2, right? Let's see here. Here x plus 2 equal 3, right? How to remove positive 2? You have to subtract 2 from the both side, right? Right, so this one, right? Now, right? X plus 2 subtract 2, right hand side subtract 2. Then what happened? Oh, this one also x added 2, right? Remove, subtract 2, right? Now we have to simplify. Positive 2, negative 2, that is 0. That means x remain. Positive 3, negative 2. Different sign. Subtract. 3 minus 2 is 1, greater 1, positive 1. Oh, you have to write oh. Plus 2 minus 2, 0. X is negative 3, negative 2. Both negative. Both negative mean add 3 plus 2, 5, negative 5. So these are the two roots, two solutions, right? So this is the completing square method, right? So you may say it is a long method. So it is not actually long method, right? So this is easy method if the coefficient of x square is 1 and this number divisible by 2, right? So solve. Now students, I'll explain another example, right? So this is my second example, students. See, find the roots of x square minus 2x minus 4 equals 0 by taking square root 5 is 2.23, right? So early example has integer solution, right? But this equation has not integer solution, so that means this quadratic equation can't factorize, right? So we can't apply factorize method. So equation can't apply factorize method, you have to go completing a formula, right? So now we are discussing completing square method, right? My equation is, student, x square minus 2x plus 4 equals 0. Coefficient of x square 1, right? Now first step, remove this constant number, negative 4, take into right side, that is become positive 4. X square minus 2x positive 4. Now next step, left hand side only two terms, add one term, add, how to take the, how to select the term you should add, take the, right, what is term, take the negative 2, right, take the negative 2, divide by 2, negative 1, take the square of this term, square, negative 1 square, it's become negative 1 into negative 1, positive 1. Now you have to add positive 1 here, positive 1 here, right? Now x square minus 2x plus 1, right side, 4 plus 1 is 5, right? So that is system. Now left hand side, 3 terms. Now you can write square. What is square? X square mean it should be x. If you divide negative 2 by 2, that is negative 1, right? What is a perfect square? You can write instead of these 3 terms, x minus 1 square, right? X square, product of 2 term, negative 1, next multiply by 2, negative 2x, negative 1 square, positive 1, right hand side 5. Now take the square root, square vanish, x minus 1, square root 5, positive or negative, right? So now you need square root 5. So square root 5 has no whole number, right? So that's why they given taking square root 5 as 2.23, right? So now put here x square root 5 is 2.23. Now take the positive and negative. How? X minus 1 equal positive 2.23 or x minus 1 equal negative 2.23. Now remove negative 1. Added 1 to both sides. Here added 1 to both sides. Then negative 1, positive 1, 0. X is equal here positive 2.23, positive 1. That means positive 3.23, right? This one, negative 1, positive 1, 0. X is there. What happened this side? Negative 2.23, positive 1. 1 is negative, 1 is negative, 1 is positive. Different sign. Subtract 1 from 2.23. Then it become 1.23, but greater number is negative. These are the two roots. These are the two roots, right? So that has decimal roots. Now students, I'll move to another example, right? So you can practice. My third example is, student, find the roots of x square minus 6x equal 4 by taking square root 13 as 3.6, right? So my quadratic equation is this form. See, x square minus 4x equal 4. Now coefficient of x square is 1, right? Then constant number is already put into the right hand side. No need to take it into left hand side, right? So now we can solve. How? You have to add term left hand side and right hand side. Add term. What is the term? How to select? Take this number. What is number? Negative 6. What to do? Divide by 2. Negative 6 divided by 2. Negative 3. Take the square. Negative 3 square, positive 9, right? Now you can add positive 9 to left hand side and right hand side. Then what happen? Left hand side become x square minus 6x plus 9, 4 plus 9, that is 13. Right, now left hand side can write as a perfect square. How? X square there to get 9, it should be 3. But what 3? Negative 3. Right, what is a perfect square? X minus 3 square. Right, you can check by expanding. Right hand side 13. Now what happened? Take the square root. X minus 3 square mean x minus 3. Here square root 13. Positive or negative? Now they have given square root 30. 3.6. Right. Put in here positive or negative 3.6. Now you can take positive 3.6 and negative 3.6. Alright. X minus 3 equal positive 3.6. Or x minus 3 equal negative 3.6. Right. Now remove the negative 3. How? Add 3. Right. Add 3 both side. Add 3 both side. Right. Negative 3 positive 3 0. Here positive 3.6 positive 3, that is you get positive 6.6, both positive. Here also negative 3 positive 3 0. Here become negative 3.6 positive 3. What is? One number negative, one number positive. That means we have to subtract less number from the greater number. 3.6 minus 3, that is 0.6. But greater number negative here, that is negative 0.6. Those are the roots. Right. Now students, coming up next, what is solving quadratic equation by using formula. This is easy method, right? So most of the students apply formula. So keep in touch with Maths Club YouTube channel.